F has such a special place in my heart because it was my first film, and he really was so wonderful. I think my perpetual celebrity crush is Hrithik Roshan. No, I'm not going to do virtual dates. That's no, I couldn't do virtual dates. I had to see someone physically. My God, and each episode, you think okay, I'll just stop at the end of this episode, but you can't stop. You just can't stop. So it was really good. Yeah. I mean, the Powerpuff Girls theme song, or the SpongeBob SquarePants one, or Dexter's Lab, or Shakalaka Boom Boom one.
Yeah.
This, just so many.
Do you remember Bob the Builder?
Yeah.
Hi Alaya, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you for having me.
So Alaya, you're working on multiple projects, as we know. How is the experience like?
I mean, the experience has been lovely. I spent 1.5 years in a lockdown right after my first movie released. So, as much as I felt like that time, sort of got taken away from me, right after the lockdown ended, I felt like that time had been given back. And how? I was shooting 3 movies all at once, which was something I had never experienced before, ever. And it was very hectic, but so enjoyable because I just got to do what I love all day, every day, literally. So that was really, really wonderful. And all such different projects with such wonderful people. So it was amazing.
So your current projects are Freddy and U-Turn and one of Anurag Kashyap's next, right?
Yeah, I mean, everything is pretty much out there. So I guess, yeah. I don't know if I'm allowed to confirm the Anurag sir one, but I guess because it's out there. Yeah.
Okay. Out there, but it's still untitled. So we don't know the name.
Yeah. No info about that is out.
All right. So you're working on in Freddy with Kartik Aaryan. And as we know, he's a ladies' man. So, is he able to charm you as well?
I mean, he is very, very charming, but he's also just a wonderful co-actor and just a wonderful friend. I mean, I had a great time working with him, and every day on set was so much fun with him, with Shashank sir, who was our director, and Bose sir, who was our DOP. I felt like we were all just this little fun group that was always laughing, always making the most of every day and every moment and just learning. And it was a very, very wonderful, positive experience all around.
Right. Alaya, your Instagram is so happening. How do you manage these good pictures and all these amazing videos that you post all the time?
I don't know how to manage it. I'm constantly so stuck on what to post, what to do new, what to do different, because I don't like doing generic things. It really bores me. I feel like it takes away a lot of the fun of social media for me. So, even today, I was totally stuck. So I put out a story saying, guys, give me suggestions. I don't know what to do. So now I've got a list of suggestions. So now I'll just tap into that and do it. But it definitely takes work when you don't want to do things that are generic. And I've always tried to be a little different with what I do, tried to represent myself and my personality well. And luckily people have liked it, so that just encourages me to just keep doing it and doing more.
We've seen your Mirchi series, okay, that they're crazy. How do you even manage all this spice, eating all of them and not affected at all?
I have really good spice tolerance. I don't know how. And most people, when they see me, assume that I'll have a really, really bad spice tolerance, when actually I have a very good spice tolerance. So I'm yet to find something that will really, really make me I can't bear this type spicy. Otherwise, everything is sort of I can acknowledge that this is spicy, but it's not bothering me. So yeah, I enjoyed that. But then I soon realized that even though it doesn't affect my mouth that much, it's not good for your stomach, because someone told me I can get ulcers if I keep doing this. So I was like, okay, I don't want ulcers. So I stopped doing it for a while.
It also makes you acidic a little.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always a little acidic. I don't know why. So that not so much, but more the ulcers really scared me, because I was like, that'd be a little extreme for a video. I don't want to get ulcers for Instagram.
Right. So Alaya, as we know, artists always have an agent, a manager, managing films and representing them. Since the advent of Instagram particularly, do you think now celebrities are actually hiring somebody to, guide them on the reels, choreograph them, this is trending, go for it? Do you have any experience like that?
Totally. I feel like it's always important to have people that are telling you what the trends are and what's going on and all of that. But even then, I don't like I mentioned, I don't like taking a trend and just doing a trend. I usually like to make it my own. So yeah, but definitely, I think a lot of people have people that tell them what the trends are, where, what direction to probably be going in. I think it's really important because Instagram is also as much as it's just fun social media, it's also business for us. It's also it's a part of our job, and not only a part of our job as in to present ourselves, but it's a part of the brands we represent. It's a part of all of that. So it's definitely important to stay on top of your game, because it's not only you that's affected by it. So yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So have there been days where you're sleeping and you happen to check your phone, and Instagram has some weird comments, or maybe less likes, or maybe less views, and it has kind of hit your brain, and now the need has postponed itself?
It happens very often. Not in the middle of my sleep. When I sleep nicely. Touch wood. But yeah, definitely. I mean, there are times where like things get less engagement, and it does bother you. At least for me, it does, because I take my social media very personally, because I put a lot of effort into all the things that I do. So definitely, if something doesn't do as well as perhaps I expected to or hope it will, of course, that like really bothers me. But then every time I see it bothering me too much, then I sort of realize that I need to sort of take a step back and really evaluate where everything stands in life. So I think just doing that usually just like calms me down again. And I feel like Instagram, just like anything else, I guess you just have to understand it. So I'm still trying to understand it. I'm not saying I've understood it.
But we get lost sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. But so I'm just trying to understand it. And I think the thing is, don't take it too seriously. Like, of course, don't be frivolous with anything, but don't let something affect you so much that it starts like affecting you.
So I'm very inquisitive, Alaya. How did your name change from Alia to Alaya? What's been the process, and why? The whys and hows of it?
My name was Alia since birth. And then I decided I wanted to be an actor. And it just so happened that my favorite actor at the time was Alia Bhatt, and still is. And so I was like, it'll be quite silly for me to enter the industry with the name Alia when there's already such a wonderful, prominent, talented Alia in the industry, Right. It's like someone, it's like, okay, I'm not going to give another example, but yeah, so I just sort of, decided that it would be best for me to change my name to something different, so I could have my own identity and my own space. And so then I changed it to something similar to Alia. I made it Alaya, and now I love Alaya. Now I can't even imagine being Alia, so I've totally settled into the name.
The name is actually quite different and pretty, but have you got it changed on all your papers?
No, legally.
Okay,
no, legally and stuff. Screen name, but I mean pretty much like my normal name now. Everyone calls me Alaya. So except for papers and all, now who's going to go and change papers and do what? Yeah. Lots of hassle. And I checked my numerology of everything. My numerology of Alia and Alaya are the same. So I was like, okay, then there's no problem.
And friends, they've got used to calling you Alaya?
No. Anyone that's known me for a while refuses to call me Alaya, but I found a happy compromise. So I said, okay, fine, don't call me Alia, don't call me Alaya, call me Als. So now the people that were insisting on calling me Alia, I say, don't call me Alia, call me Als.
Als, yeah. That's nice. So Alaya, we hear in one of your interviews, you were saying that in 11th and 12th, you were quite a rebellious kid, but now you look like, one of those sensible star kids. How did that change happen?
I was very rebellious, in my 11th and 12th grade. And I feel like I got everything out of my system. Usually all the finding yourself and discovering yourself and the messing up and going crazy that people do between 20 and 30, I did between 16 and 20. So I did it, got it out of my system, and then I was like, okay, now let's put my game face on. I also got a lot of perspective, from all the craziness that life was back then. And it taught me so much. I feel like because I was able to learn so much from it, I was able to get a lot of perspective and then, take my life forward in the way that I really wanted to take my life forward, which is this. And, you try to be sensible, or your definition of sensible keeps changing day by day. But I feel like luckily by the time I joined this industry, my idea of sensible, I think, became quite a decent path for me to walk on.
So did being rebellious, got you in trouble because you're in school and parents and boys?
Not so much in trouble. Not so much in trouble because I was quite a good student in school. I was, I was very good with my extracurricular activities also, like, all my classes, all of that. I used to play sports. I used to do everything. So not really in trouble because I was also like sweet only. But I think more just that I was very unapologetic. Like I was just sort of like, this is what I want to do and I will do it. In that process, you'll end up making so many choices and so many things just happen. And, you feel like you're sort of just running through life at this insane pace. That years later, when you finally stop and look back, you realize that you've learned a lot, but also that you can't keep running for life. So I feel like it was mainly that. I never really got into trouble. Yeah, a little bit here and there, like silly moments, but like not like nothing hectic. Like I was still quite a sensible person. Like I was
Back
a lot,
then also.
but I was still sensible. Yeah, I was a lot, but I was sensible still. I think I was raised quite sensibly because when my parents always encouraged me to like talk and argue and question, I was never told that this is how it is, so this is how it must be. And I feel like because I was always allowed to question things and not just this is this because it's this. Because of that, I was always quite sensible because I always felt like I was making my own choices, good or bad. And when you're making your own choices and not living someone else's choices, then you feel a lot more responsibility to be responsible because you feel like you've been given this independence and this power.
Right. So Alaya, speaking of star kids, so do you think the recent controversy has really shook the industry? And now, upcoming kids from the star fraternity will be a little bit hesitant?
I mean, it has been a very tough time for, a lot of people in the industry. And I don't want to make too many comments on anything because, I don't think it's my place to. And also, I feel like it becomes a very negative environment when this topic is brought up. So I don't want to invite that into my life right now. I do think what happened was very unfortunate. And I do think it has created an environment that maybe isn't ideal because at the end of the day, we're just here to work and do our job. And everyone's just trying to do their best every single day. But as for people being hesitant to join the industry, I guess we'll see. There's so much to love about this industry. It's such a beautiful industry. I've been in this industry for like a short amount of time, but I've loved it. I've loved every step of it. And I feel like the picture that's been painted of it is so different than what it actually is. And that's the only disappointing thing, because it is such a beautiful place to be in.
Alaya, we loved you in your first movie. Although the role was very different and quirky, like I know more than me, my parents also enjoyed it so much. It was a great kind of a refreshing movie. That's the word I heard from a lot of people. Like we're journalists, we keep writing. So refreshing is the word that unanimously came out for your movie. So how can we expect to see you in the upcoming movies? What kind of role, a different kind of choice? What will be there for the audience?
I think firstly, thank you so much. In fact, a lot of people's moms really loved the movie. Like this was like a thing. I remember because a lot of people came to me like, we loved your movie and my mom also really loved your movie. Like it was like a thing. I remember this at the time. But all my movies and all my choices that are coming up are all quite different than the others. Nothing is like the same at all. My roles are also very different. That's what I've been given wonderful acting opportunities. And I think they're all quite diverse. So I think each of them will be refreshing in their own way. All of them are quite different. Nothing is nothing is the same. And nothing is similar to a lot of things that have been done before. So I think it should be fun.
Okay. So now we move on to our next segment, which is the rapid fire segment. The first question, who's your favorite co-star?
Oh, no, I could never pick. But I've had such lovely co-stars. I couldn't. I've been blessed to have the most lovely co-stars. I couldn't pick. Everyone has just helped my growth so much. I couldn't. Okay. I mean, Jawani Jawani was such a special place in my heart, and Saif sir such a special place in my heart because it was my first film, and he it really was so wonderful. But every movie that I've done since has also been so wonderful. Karthik was so lovely, and I can't pick.
Okay, no problem. So your current celebrity crush? This one you have to answer.
My current celebrity crush. I think my perpetual celebrity crush is Hrithik Roshan. Let's say
whose celebrity crush he is not.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's everybody's celebrity crush. I think he's just so you know. So yeah, I'll be safe and say Ritik. Because also like, yeah.
Okay, your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, like any Bollywood, Hollywood, all combined.
Any one which you like, on a Sunday.
It's a movie called Thelma and Louise. My all-time favorite.
That's nice. So, a web show that you're currently watching?
I'm currently watching Downton Abbey, but I also just finished Squid Game, and I finished Ted Lasso, and I finished Call My Agent, and I've just been binge watching a lot recently. So, lots. But currently, I've just started Downton Abbey, and I'm like,
how did you like Squid Games? Did you even start playing?
I loved it. I binge watched it in I only really get time to binge watch like later in the evening because my days are usually packed with something or the other. So I finished it in 2 nights. So yeah, I like really went through it. I was like, I want to watch. I just finished it. I compromised on so much sleep, and I was so sleepy during the days, but
yeah,
I couldn't help it. I just had to finish it.
The excitement is so killing, no?
My God, and each episode, like you think like, okay, I'll just stop at the end of this episode, but you can't stop. You just can't stop. So it was really good.
That is something I have to complain to Netflix for. Like, important things are gone because you can't stop.
Yeah. I feel like there should be something that at least the end of every episode can't be so good. Like, like you have to make it like little good but not so good because otherwise people won't sleep.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So your favorite holiday destination?
I have a bunch of favorites. Recently I went to the Maldives and I really did love it a lot, and it's such a cliche answer now because everyone's going there, it's become like a joke, but it's so beautiful. I went to this wonderful resort called Solema Fuji, and it was just so lovely and so beautiful. And I just remember actually, like, normally I come back from a holiday and I still feel like very tense and very like, oh my God, I've got to do. But this time I actually came back calm. And that was so refreshing. I was like, my God, I've actually felt calm after a holiday. So for this, even though it will sound very cliche and like,
no, that's okay.
Yeah,
COVID, I think Maldives and Dubai has been everybody's favorite destination.
Yeah, but for me it's the Maldives or New York. But New York I haven't had the chance to go to in so long because lockdown and work and all of that. But soon.
Okay, so this question: would you date a fan?
Yeah, I guess. Like it's not a matter of like it has to depend on the person. Like now, if the person is like a really cool, nice, fun, lovely person, then sure. It depends on the person. I'm very personality driven.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So your best or worst date? Describe any to us.
It's been a while since I've gone on a date, so wait, I'm trying to remember now.
Any virtual date also in the lockdown?
No, I'm not going to do virtual dates. That's like, no. I couldn't do virtual dates. Like I had to see someone physically, I don't know. I feel like every date is memorable in its own way, Whether it's really bad or like really good, I feel like there's always something memorable that comes out of it.
If telling the best one is difficult, tell the worst one. I'm sure there must be like a lesser number of the bad ones.
I really don't know. I'm sure I've had some bad ones, but I'm also like, I don't want to say some because I think I'll skip this question.
All right. One of the best news articles that you've read about yourself?
I think all the reviews that came out after my movie came out. I think that was such a special day, that Friday, when I woke up and I was like, okay, reviews must be out. Let me, start looking at them. And I was so scared. I remember reading, and I was like, everyone is saying nice things about me. Everybody is saying good things about me. And I remember I was reading, and watching the reviews and everything was so positive. I remember feeling so emotional that day and so motivated that day. I remember thinking that, because a lot of it felt like, I've done so much training, so many acting classes, so much of all of that the day I read my reviews, it felt like everything had paid off. And then I thought that, I have to keep this up. I need to keep getting these kind of reviews. I need to keep making people proud. I need to keep doing my best. And I still do my acting class. I still go for training. I still do all of that. So I think that day really set the tone for how I hope the rest of my life will be, in terms of like how much work I want to put in.
Any particular thing, any particular comment which like really hurt you or like fuels you somewhere?
In general, like not in my movie.
No,
in general, like it's I think it's any of the ones that are sort of about like like she doesn't do anything in life or whatever, like, like any of those, because I know as a human being, I really do try to put in my 100% when I work, whether it's a training I did before I joined the industry or whether it's a training I do till today, and all the work that I try to put every day I'm on set, or even like a brand shoot, or anything. I really like to put my 100% everywhere. So I think any of those comments are sort of like, you do nothing and you're managing all of this, or any of those, like, those really irritate me. So I'm like,
That's
you don't
me.
know, like, I work very hard.
That's me.
But I feel like your work speaks louder than you having to say, oh, I work hard. Like, I feel like if it just shows in your work, people will believe it.
Right. So Alaya, last question. So your pickup line, if you want to impress all of these one by one, I'll take the name. Disha Patni.
Oh my God, this is so tough.
Think.
Hui ma'am, malang.
Nice. Okay.
But I don't know, because like Disha Patni, like, is a very, very hot woman, like, I don't know what I'd say. I just feel like, hey, you're very hot.
So I wrote Tiger Shroff first, but I was very sure that you will not answer that one. So I changed it to Disha Patni. Okay, Gulshan Grover.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know.
Any
I
bad?
don't know. I don't know what to pick up. Like,
Any bad man kind of a thing?
I don't know. I really don't know.
How would you like pick up a villain in general?
My God, I haven't done a rapid fire in so long. I'm feeling so rusty. I used to be so good at these rapid fires. Let me show you how to be bad.
Ah, nice.
I'm not bad at all.
That's a good one. Anyway, Vicky Kaushal.
My God, you asked me to pick up lines. Pick up lines are hard things, It's not even like, what would you say? It's like, pick up line. Not this. Yeah, I'm thinking of things, but I don't
Vicky is in news these days.
I have some very good lines in my head, but I also don't want to get into trouble, I know how headlines get made, okay? I know how headlines get made, and I know exactly if I say something, what will be the headline. So I have to be very careful.
But we always publish good ones for you, so don't worry.
Yeah, that's what you guys do. I really don't know.
So now we head on to our last segment, which is Disco Divane, the musical segment I was telling you about. Okay, so you have to answer while singing, and how much you want to sing, I'm going to leave it on you, because you already gave me the disclaimer.
Correct, I don't sing at all.
Okay, so song which is currently playing in your car a lot.
That very, very Lover is playing in my car a lot. Yeah, okay, I won't sing. I'll say the answers to it. Okay. So Lover is playing in my car a lot. Then there's that what's that song? Bijli Bijli. Very, very catchy song. Then that other song, that real song, that Love in Quantity. I don't know what it's called. I think that's how you pronounce it. That one, because it's a very chill, calm song. Yeah, I'll name these three.
Okay, a song that you sing in your bathroom.
I don't sing in my bathroom. I just don't sing, period. Like, I feel like I don't know why I have this thing. I feel like I can do anything. I just can't sing. And not like I'm not a talented singer. I'm not a talented singer. But it's not even about that. I just hate singing.
Okay. A bhajan that you remember by heart.
Define what you mean by bhajan, like those prayers and all.
Yeah.
Like
morning prayer.
That whole one.
Yeah. Okay. So a song that reminds you of your childhood very clearly.
Okay. Define childhood. Like, do you mean like my what ages?
Like, bachpan, extreme bachpan, brings you fond memories of you as a kid, your mother, father playing together, stuff like that.
Probably like then there are nursery rhymes and all those ones. So there was like this or like the theme songs of like or the title songs of like cartoon shows, or like all of those are very, very nostalgic, Powerpuff Girls theme song, or the SpongeBob SquarePants one, or like Dexter's Lab. Like there's just so many, all like theme songs of it that just bring back so many memories in like 1 second. Yeah. Or like Shakalaka Boom Boom one.
Yeah.
Like this, just so many.
Do you remember Bob the Builder?
Yeah. Yes, we can. Yeah.
Okay. A song that you want to dance to on your Sangeet. Please sing it for us.
Sing? I told you in advance. I like not sing.
Like half it.
A song I want to dance to at my Sangeet. Haven't found it yet. Because I usually listen to songs so much I get sick of it. After one point, I over and over again. So I'm sure by the time I get there, like none of the songs that I listen to now will still be stuck in my head.
Any old one, the Purane ones that we have,
Oh, I'll do something to Pehla Nasha. I'll do like a whole contemporary dance performance to Pehla Nasha.
Nice. Okay, a real song that you're currently hooked to.
Love Nuantity. I hope I'm saying it correctly, but that one. Or Lover or Cinderella. No, that Bijli Bijli it's called.
Did you make reels on them? Lover is like
I haven't made dance reels on them yet, but I think I should. I think I will.
All right. Okay, that's about it, Alaya. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.